Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an SU-14-2. It's a Tier 8 Soviet SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Cliff, and it's under the command of B Noir. And he's in the KIWI clan, so I presume he's actually down under. Okay, game on. He's got the B4 howitzer. That's a 203mm howitzer, capable of doing 1050 output, penetrating 52mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of just under 11 meters, so it's got a pretty big footprint. Now he has got a pretty large replay time as well, 36.16 seconds. Oops, knocked a tree down. Never mind, I think we can forgive that because the enemy's probably not looking at him at this moment. They're probably moving to their firing position, and well, he's found his bush and he's now ready to go. Okay, well, LTTB on Western Pass managed to make it up to the centre, onto the donut I should say, and up near the centre of the map on the cliff we've got a Batchat 12 ton trying to make his way up the cliff. Oh, that was a good one. 363 from Splash. And he's stuck there. He's tracked. He's taking fire. Will they get him? Oh, please get him. Yes! So he's picked up all the rest of the stun assist. That's very useful. Okay, down on the south end, or the west end of the donut, we've got a Barask and an LTTB. And they're both facing off against Progetto. It would be really nice if he could put a round into that Barask. It's quite a deadly little medium, that one. He's almost loaded. Go for it. Rounds out. Yes! That's a kill. Splash kill. Very good one, though, because it's an important player. Barasks are very dangerous. The fact that they've got that burst damage. They're also fairly nippy, so they can run away. The only problem with them, of course, is their terrible gun handling. But if they can get close to you, they can pump 2 rounds into you, lose 750 of your hit points, and then they run off before you can fire anything back. And that's what makes them deadly. They're assassins. Well, I've got a 7032 near the centre of the map, and he's facing off against 2 of our enemies. But B Noir puts a round into him and collects 489 hit points. That's a good shot. But unfortunately, we're 2 down on the enemy at the moment. Yep. Oh, no, climbed. What? Claw 1 back. The 7032 is no more. Well, so far, B Noir's having a fairly good game. He's got 1 kill. And there's plenty of targets for him to shoot at. T-34 over on the far side of the map, the east side. Looks like he's going to that rock and he's using it for cover. But if he can fire around it, he might be able to annoy him there. Rounds out and, oh, went long. That one went very long. And now we've got an Indian Panzer on the corner where the Progetto was. And, well, we'd rather like to get rid of that Indian Panzer if we can. In fact, actually, he's been joined by an SU-101 and the LTTB. Oh, dear. This is not good. Well, the Indian Panzer's gone down. The ISU up and the sniper's nest managed to get him. And the SU-101 is hiding. There's a charioteer sitting down below. But he's elected instead to go for the LTTB. Yes, he was a bit exposed. And he's also looking for where B Noir might be. That one fell short, impacted on the rock face. But it still did some damage to the LTTB. Not much though. The SU-101's just at the cliff edge. That T-28 prototype is in cover. And, well, none of the other enemy are in sight at the moment. Oh, no, that's better. We've got a Tiger 2 and a CS-53. And the Tiger 2's by that house. Looks like he's backing up. Probably trying to avoid shots from our guys. B Noir's ready to go. He fires the round in. And the Tiger 2 reverses right into the shot. Even around the building, and it destroyed the building, but I think it would have impacted on the rear of that Tiger 2. Meanwhile, that CS-53's gone into the dip right at the cliff edge, which is a bit dangerous down there because you might actually fall off the edge if you get hit hard enough. And our ELC's in a lot of trouble. The LTTB's going after him, and he gets a ram kill. Oh dear. LTTBs can be such a nuisance sometimes. Okay, B Noir is loaded. He's lining up and fires around in, anticipating where the LTTB was, but we lost sight of him, so he can't tell if that was a hit or not. If there hadn't been an explosion, then he would have known that yes, he did touch him, but unfortunately they're all out of sight now, so we're going to have to wait until the enemy comes in, and we're still 2 tanks down on the enemy. Oh, okay, the T-28 prototypes come into sight, but there's no shot on him. Ah, the CS-53 is also in sight now, and he's gone up onto that rise next to the bush to try and shoot at the Renegade. And oh, B-Noir pulls away after shooting. Don't do that. Otherwise you deprive the viewer of seeing what happened. And, well, the M40-M43 just killed the CS-53. So I suspect that B-Noir did actually get some damage on him and may have tracked him in spot. And the M40-M43 then finished him off. So B-Noir failed to see that because obviously he wasn't looking at the target when the shell went in. And I do remind players, if you do deny us the sight of the shell hitting the target, we'll just reject your replays. We won't do them because there's no point. We're not going to be able to see what actually happens in the game. Very important that you do follow through and watch what happens to the shots. If you have to relocate, relocate after you've seen what happened to the shell, but don't do it and deprive us of the sight of the enemy being struck. That's better. You stay for that one, and the Tiger 2 got stunned. The T-28, the Tiger 2's down. T-28 is backing off. The LTB is still up on the hill, and the Charioteer joined him. Well, they're now evens on scores, and there's the enemy Arty, or one of them, the GW Tiger P, and he's been spotted by the Striv, and he knows he's been seen. His sixth sense must have gone off, and he's relocating as quickly as he can. The Striv hits him for 401, and B Noir fires around him. Will he be able to get him? Yes, he does. Nice. So his second kill. Got the T-28 prototype trying to come around the hill. He derps on IS-3, and well, LTTB's coming down from the hill. I think he's trying to get at our teammates in the Charioteer, and the enemy Charioteer just kills our Renegade. This is not looking good. We're now 1 tank down again, and that Charioteer, he's a one-shot. If he can fire that one in, he might be able to get the kill. We just need sight of him. Come on, Charioteer, find him. There he is. He's moved. So good job he didn't fire, because he would have missed him there. But he might be able to get him if he comes up. And yes! Splash kill. Nicely done. 3 kills now for B Noir. And he might be able to get a 4th if he can take out the T-28 prototype, and that will give us the lead. Note the M40-M43 got him instead. Now we've got an advantage. B Noir's reloading. It's always handy to hit that reload button to let your teammates know that you are in reload status and how long they've got until you're going to be ready to hit the enemy again. I always do that after every shot. Rounds out on the LTTB, blind shot, and he moves afterwards, and he did kill him. And again, you failed to show us the actual kill shot on the enemy. Now, the enemy's got 1 Arty and a Striv S1. The Striv was last seen by the sniper's nest, and, well, the enemy Arty is probably near their cap. And that's where B Noir is aiming right now. He's changed his position, but he hasn't moved that far away from his last spot. I think he's looking for the tracer from the enemy Arty, hoping that they're going to come into sight, and that he might be able to fire at him. So say, don't look away after you shoot, because otherwise all you lose is all the information, and of course all the viewers lose is the sight of seeing the enemy destroyed. There he is, and he's a splash kill. This should do it. And he looked away again. And you denied us the view of it. You got the kill, but you actually denied us the view of the kill. Now, I won't mind telling you actually that I actually rejected one of Benoit's video replays because, and it was an ace tanker replay as well, because he kept looking away. Every shot he fired, he looked away. And I'm simply not going to allow that to happen on the channel because it's just so boring. And I get complaints of the viewers when that happens. I really do. People say this is a boring video and I'm downvoting it because it was boring. So please don't do this thing. Don't look away after you shoot. We lose our charioteer, but the Striv is in sight. He fires around. He's done it again. I'm sorry, but this is not on. I'm not having this. If you deprive a viewer of the sight of the enemy being destroyed, if you were in a tank, you wouldn't fire and then look away and not see where the shell went. You would look and watch what happened to the shell to see if it hit the target, see if it hit the turret, or if it hit the body of the tank, or if it hit the ground just in front of the tank because the tank was hull down. You would look to see what happened. You wouldn't look away. Well, Benoit's making his way to the enemy cap, which is the best thing to do under the circumstances. It will force the enemy Striv to come out of his hiding spot. He has to come back and get the reset. If he doesn't, then you're going to win by capping out. Usually it's a help actually if you can get somebody else to cap with you. But since he hasn't been seen, if he just does cap out right now, he might get a Raider Invader medal. But I rather suspect the S1 has disappeared off to a hiding spot and he's waiting for the enemy to come at him. Our S1's given up the chase. He's now coming back so he can shoot the Striv if the Striv comes into sight, trying to get the reset. Of course, the other thing that the enemy might try to do is shoot from the south side of the donut along the F line. And, oh, he's actually up in the sniper's nest. He just hit Benoit. And there he is, rounds out, misses him altogether, but the Striv S1 comes in and ram kills him. I think that was a ram kill. Either that or it was a shot, but, oh well, it is a victory. And he did have to take a big hit from the enemy to do it, but at least it drew him out of his hiding position. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, ace tanker for Benoit in the SU-14-2. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he got 22. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5. He got a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And he got a counter battery medal as well for taking out both of the enemy Arty, the GW Tiger P and also the M40 M43. Let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Striv S1, got 2,642 hit points. In fact, that last shot by the Striv actually gave him the top score, whereas if he hadn't taken that shot, it would have been Benoit who actually had the highest damage in the game at 2,539 hit points. Isn't that a turnaround from the books? This guy gets the highest damage, but he doesn't get a high caliber, so probably wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. The next highest damage was the charioteer on our team with 2,412 hit points. When it came to kills, it was Benoit who did the best. He got 5 kills, which is 1/3 of the enemy team. And then 2 kills went to the M40 M43, the 7032, the ISU-152, the Indian Panzer, the GW Tiger P, the LTTB, the Striv S1 on the enemy team. But when it came to base XP, it was Benoit who was right at the top with 1,155. 835 went to the Charioteer and 766 went to the 7032. He fired 15 rounds, got 3 direct hits, 1 penetration, 14 splash. Damage of 2,539 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit from the enemy, it was a penetration, that was from the Striv. And he also damaged 12 of the enemy, that's 4/5 of the enemy team, and killed 5 of them, 1/3 of the enemy team. He earned 1,300 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns, and he managed to get 13 capture points right at the moment that the Striv was killed. He earned 30,058 credits, but after repair and ammunition resupply, he actually ended up with a loss of 3,702 credits. If he'd actually not suffered that shot from the Striv, he would have made a profit. So it just goes to show, by acting as bait, he actually cost him some credits, and also effectively gave the top scorer to the other guy, but he did draw him out and guarantee the win. He received 1,155 XP, got ×5 on the first victory, 3,466 from personal missions, and took away 12,131 experience points altogether. So it was a good game, except towards the end when he started looking away after he fired. Early on in the game he was doing well, he was firing, he was watching what happened to the shell, and we could see what was going on. But then he started firing and then looking away immediately after he fired, so we didn't get to see what happened to the shell. And I do have to give the formal warning to Benoit, if you keep doing this, I'm afraid we'll have to reject all your replays and you'll have to do them yourself, because we won't be able to put them up on our channel simply because they will just be too boring to watch. We won't see anything. We won't see any damage to the enemy. All we'll see is a bit of text at the bottom of the screen saying, oh, they took some damage, or oh, you killed that one. But we won't see what actually happened to them. So please do not do that. Good Arty players watch what happens to the shell, correct their mistake, and then hit them again. But you don't actually look away unless, of course, you are trying to relocate. And most people can stay in aim view and relocate at the same time. I've done it. I don't see why anyone else can't do it. But if you don't have to move, if you're not trying to relocate for counter battery, stay with the shot so we can see what's happening to the shell. So, thanks for watching.